Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? This is going to be another video that I am going to present to you. This video is about information. Today, I just want to give you some information about myself and my food intake. One thing that I want to appreciate God for is for the last 6 months, I have lost some weight, and I am so grateful to God because He has helped me to lose weight. By the way, I haven't done anything. Mushira, thank you so much for joining. Hello. I have missed you so much. And I thank God that you are able to join me live. I thank God that I decided to come live. It's, let me see the time here. What is the time? What is the time? Yeah, it's one. Yeah, it's one. Is it one? Okay, let me just turn my back. It's 1:26 p.m. here in California. And what is the time there? Mshira, you are not asleep. Yeah, anyway, you can comment there. I will see you. So, I will see your comment there below. So, now I was saying that I have lost some weight, and it's about 6 months. And I have seen so many people telling me, "Oh, what do you do? I mean, you look like you have lost some weight." Yes, Mshila, it's 12 p.m. in Kenya. By the way, Mshila, where do you watch me from? I think the last time you said you are in Mombasa. I am not very sure where in Mombasa. Thank you, Mshila. So, and I was trying to think, how come I have lost some weight and I am not aware? And for the last 6 months, I have not been able to exercise. I used to walk. I used to do some laps, like 5 laps. And Mushira, I know you are in Kenya, but where specifically in Kenya? So, and it just happened that because I shifted from my neighborhood that I used to walk to, so in the other new neighborhood, I never got a chance to walk. And even in this other new neighborhood here, I haven't got any chance to walk. Yes, Mshila. I thought I was right. It was Mombasa. Thank you so much, Mshila. So, and I was just thinking about like how come I have lost some weight. Then I just remembered I stopped taking sugar 6 months ago. I have never been taking sugar in my tea because I am a lover of tea. Mushira, I know you are my witness. We love tea in Kenya. And every morning, sometimes even evening, it's like tea time in Kenya. Tea time in Kenya is like every time. When you visit in the afternoon, the first thing the host will give you is a cup of tea. So anyway, I stopped taking sugar after realizing that, I needed to stop sugar. And I wasn't stopping sugar to lose weight. I was stopping sugar because I have known that cancer um, is, multiplies in sugar. Like if you take a lot of sugar, sugar is food for cancer. So I decided, okay, let me stop sugar, and I stopped sugar. And actually, I can say since July last year, I have never taken sugar in my tea. And I am a lover of tea. Every morning I have to do 2 cups of tea. And now I do my 2 cups of tea without sugar. That is not to say that I don't take sugary things. I take honey. So when I want to take like strong tea, Mushira, I know you know what I mean by strong tea. That is basically tea without milk, and it may also be coffee without milk. So when I am working like a night shift, I love my coffee, and I am not able to take coffee without sugar. So I have to take coffee with some honey, and not to taste, like to really feel the taste of sugar, just to remove that coffee taste. So anyway, yes, black tea. That's right. Actually, we have black tea. We have black tea here in America, and many Americans love black tea. So now this video is going to be information video. Thank you, Mshira, for liking. I really appreciate you. God bless you so much for being my follower, my subscriber. Thank you so much. And I have also realized you are on TikTok, and I have been following you as well. Continue bringing those videos, and we are here to support one another. So today, actually, it's like I made this live video for you, Mushira, because anyway, it wasn't like in my plans. I just decided, okay, let me just go live and do something, because today we are not cooking, by the way. Today we are preparing different kinds of meat that I wanted to give some people information here in California, because when you come here, you go from shop to shop finding things that are close to your Kenyan taste. And most of the times you don't find them anywhere. So when I found some of these things in shops here, I have decided to be making some videos to just tell people where they can find goods or foods that are closer to our Kenyan taste. Let me tell you, I have lived here in California for 4 years, and I have struggled for 3 years looking for Kenyan foods, and I haven't found them. Like when when we go to the market to buy beef, I find that the beef there, you know, in those other markets that I was going to, I'm talking about my first 3 years, the beef is kind of tasteless, and I didn't know why their beef is tasteless, like you are not actually eating beef. And I was really craving for my Kenyan taste of beef, until I realized there is a shop here in California. It's called Superior Groceries. As you can see, my meat here is written Superior, this word here, Superior. And yeah, and that's when I started now going to that shop and buying this kind of beef. And this beef, it actually tastes like Kenyan beef, although it's not really Kenyan beef, but it makes you feel like you are in Kenya, you know. So guys, I am excited because I found this kind of beef in this shop. If you go to the market, they have a name displayed there. It's a mall, and it is in almost every town in California. Actually, I am not very sure, but where I live in Whittier, I have lived in La Habra, I have lived in Ramiranda, and now I am in Whittier, and these shops, the market is in those 3 towns. So maybe whichever town you are living at, you can go and look at the market. Mostly they have Mexican foods, and I think Mexican foods are somehow grown like our Kenyan foods. So today's video is about preparing our beef. So this is how I do my beef. I just cut it into small pieces. So you will not find a butchery here, by the way. You will not find a butchery here. So what you will find here is like a supermarket where food is just made, meat is cut, and meat is packed this way. So, and they cut them in large pieces. So what I do for this meat is I just cut it into small pieces. I want you to see what I am doing, Mushira. I just place them in my chopping board here, and I cut them into small pieces. And you can see this beef is, it has some fat, although I am trying to I'm trying to reduce my fat intake as well. But sometimes, you cannot just go without taking a little bit of fat, because sometimes also it depends with the price, So like this beef, I bought it at a 9.88. This is almost $10. $10 is like 1,000 shillings Kenyan money. So that tells you this is about how much. This is not even a kilogram of meat. I think this is less meat here. Mshira, what do you think? How much is your beef in Kenya? Like, how much is a kilogram of beef in Kenya? So I cut my beef in small pieces like this. And then I store them, in the refrigerator. So when I want to cook, I just remove the frozen beef. I defrost it in the microwave. Sometimes I just leave it there, and then it just defrosts for cooking. So we cut our beef into small pieces. Mshira, what is new in Mombasa? Can we chat? I know it's midnight there, so I am sure you are tired, maybe from your day's business. I have 2 knives. One, it has got some teeth to cut some hard parts here and to remove the part that I don't want. Like this is, I have traveled to places where they have cattle, and they feed their cattle with grass. So I think this meat is from grass-fed cattle, and I believe it. I don't think this is a GMO. I don't think so. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it has some chemicals in it, So even when I am eating it, I feel it. I taste it and I feel it. Because I tried to eat some blessed chicken that I had bought, and I was feeling like, oh my goodness, I think this one is GMO. It was tasting very funny, by the way. And it was a huge chunk of blessed chicken, So, Mshira, I can see you. It's very hot in Kenya. Vitu ni expensive. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, I have heard that it is not raining, and we have been praying for rain, and I know there was a prayer meeting that was called by the president in Nyayo Stadium, and it was basically to pray for rain. And I heard some parts started to rain, and then it's like it has gone back to sunny days. I know Mombasa is actually hot. Mombasa, it's usually hot, but now I am trying to imagine how hot is it? Is it like a normal, hotness the way we know it in Mombasa with the humidity, and because of the Indian Ocean there. So I don't know. Did I tell you, Mshira, that my last stop before I came to the US was Mombasa, in a place called Oh, where did we come to? We came to Mtwapa. Yes, we had an AE outreach mission there in Mtwapa, and that was where I got my passport for my application for DS 160. So I remember very well because where I was a little bit inside and there were no cyber cafes. So I had to travel a very long distance to get my passport taken and to send it for my DS 160 application. So I will remember that day, it was crazy. It was crazy. And there was this guy who just found me and my sister-in-law walking, and the guy told us, "Oh, I will take you. I will take you to this place where we have a cyber." And I tell you, we went to very far place, and we were walking. We were walking behind buildings, in front of buildings, and we were scared, and we thought that guy is going to we actually got scared, but we encouraged ourselves. But we also know in Mombasa we have very, very good people there. I have also been to Dar es Salaam, and Dar es Salaam has got very good people. You ask people for directions and they take you there. And my Nairobi. We need God in Nairobi, because in Nairobi, it is where you go and ask people for direction and people take you to a different place. I'm sorry to say this live, but it happens in Nairobi. And recently I saw a clip of women who robbed another woman. So that was even scaring. Like, the crime rates have really escalated in Nairobi. So it's bad to talk about my country, to talk about that very scaring ordeal that happened to a woman. And also recently I saw an M-Pesa shop being locked, and the lady sat down. Yes, Mushila, where is your daughter? Thank you for that question. Yes, actually my daughter is in Nairobi. That's why I'm very much concerned about Nairobi. My daughter went back. She had come for Christmas, and she came back. She came back because she works in an organization there. So yeah, she had to come back. She had taken a 2 weeks leave all off. So I see my laptop is really getting low on charge. So I will go take my charger and try to charge my laptop. Sheila, I'll be back. Yeah, I am back. It's very, if it just gets off charge and I am live, that is not going to be very good. So, do you have Do you have butcher there like Kenya? Okay, imagine here we don't have a butchery. You will never find a butchery here in the US. So all the meats, you only find them in supermarkets or mall. We call them malls here. So you just go to a supermarket here and you will find them packed. It's like Naivas in Kenya, where you will also find some meats there. But because there are butcheries there, people don't really trust meats that are found in the supermarkets there. When I lived in Gong, I had my friend Gateway, where I used to buy my meat. And the reason why I was going there is because that guy, I knew where he gets his meat from, and his meat was very, very good and very, very tasty. There is a time I lived in Isri, and I can tell you, in Isri we got all kinds of meat. Of course, we have so many Somalis living there, so we also got some camel meat there. And I sometimes I think I was buying camel meat because you go to the shops and you don't know what you are buying. Sometimes that meat used to be funny, and I was thinking, maybe we are eating camel meat or something like that. So anyway, to answer your question, we don't have butcheries here in the US. So this is how I store my meat. So this meat is like half a kg. So I think I am going to do only two, or maybe three quarters. See? So this one, I will store it in the refrigerator, and when I'm ready to cook, I'll just remove one of these and cook. So this one is easy for me. So that's how I like doing my meat. Like I go and buy them, and then I do the preparation, and then I store them in the refrigerator like that. Yeah, and that's how I survive here. So when I am working, it's very hard to cook. So I make sure when I am cooking also, I cook like food enough for at least 3 days. So in a week, I can cook twice. So Mshira, do you have a butcher there like Kenya? No. So thank you for joining. I see this light, my window here. It's bringing in this light, and now when I close it, it's going to be even darker. But I can try to. I hope this video is not going to be dark. Sometimes I find the videos that I do live, they are somehow darker. I don't understand. So now our next meat is going to be ta-da, chicken. And this is basically chicken leg quarters. So this one is very cheap. Now, this one is $3.61. And the weight is 3.85 lbs. So guys, now this, I have a different a different narrative about this kind of meat here. Nobody has told me, but I think this is GMO. Me, this is what I think. Just see, because this is chicken. See this leg. It is huge. Oh my goodness. So I think this is what people call GMO. If I am not wrong. I don't know, but I wonder how a chicken can have such a big, huge thigh like this. So guys, me sometimes I say We survive by the grace of God, not because we go to the shops and buy quality food, not because I cook my food and I don't eat in the restaurant. No, we survive actually by the grace of God, because this one, okay. So now I have a leg and a thigh. So I want to cut my piece like this so that I can have two pieces, and it is difficult to cut this vein. It's difficult. So now here life is very different, Mushira. I don't have a choice, I cannot lay a chicken here. You are privileged there. At least you can have your chicken, you can feed your chicken there. You don't have to go to the shops to buy chicken. So why I think this is GMO, it is because you see how huge the thigh is and the leg. So me, I don't understand this, but this is how things are. So we're gonna trust the Lord even as we go to the shops and buy things. We pray that God will protect us and God will help us. So I know cancer is increasing. Many people are getting it, and we are surviving by the grace of God. So really, it's all about trusting in God. We are in this world. Unless Jesus comes and takes us home, we have to survive. Now, I want to cut it. I cut it in the middle, like this. Okay. I wish I am doing my chicken, my Kenyan chicken at home. Meat that is really, that this is food. Na hii kitu ni ngumu kukata. Hii bone imeishia wapi? Oh my God, it has gone all the way. Now, I have to do this. Okay. Shira, hii kazi ni ngumu. So I have 3 pieces of chicken, leg and thigh attached to each other. So today we are not cooking. Today we are just preparing our meat. And as I said before, I love to buy them together so that I can also prepare them together. So guys, what do you think about this huge chicken thigh? Even though, and I really love chicken. I really love chicken. Chicken is my favorite. Chicken is the only thing that I eat and taste our Kenyan taste. No matter what kind of chicken you buy, you taste the Kenyan taste in the chicken here. Even when I go and buy like ready-made chicken, I still taste it tastes like Kenyan chicken. So we are also removing the fat, as you can see. So I will leave the skin because I like to bake my chicken. So, and I have a way of baking this chicken with skin and make it very, very, very crispy. So this is basically fat that I am trying to remove. by cutting it like this. Fat. There's a lot of fat in this chicken. Look at the meat. Okay, so I'm done with the chicken. So what I want to do is to wipe my hands so that I can pack them. I also pack them in these Ziploc bags. So I have to have one leg and one bone like that. So maybe I can have one leg and one bone. Okay, fine. I will just have 3 different bags. Look at this, it's huge. Me, I'm scared about this chicken. I am so scared about this chicken, but I don't have a choice. This is what we get here. So, and you cannot just, I know there are some families who have chicken in their homes, and I don't know, maybe those people have got their own place, like they have bought a home somewhere. So in a rental apartment like the one I am, you cannot bring chicken because I live with other people here, and you know, there are laws that govern the land. So you want to make sure that you follow rules and regulations of the land. You don't want to be in jail. This one, I think I will stop buying this kind of chicken. I am not happy with it. I am not happy with this chicken. It has too much fat. Too much fat. Alright, sometimes you look at the cost may really entice you, but there is something hidden, like that fat. I didn't know that I was going to get all that fat in this chicken of mine. The one I had bought before, it was, I think it was almost $6. Now this one is like $4, but it has a lot of fat. So sometimes the cost can vary. It can really be confusing. You think it is cheap, but there is something that is hidden, So I just put them in my refrigerator here. Are you still with me, Mshira? Mshira, are you still there? So now we are doing the very last item. This is going to be amazing. This is a beef liver, and when I found this liver, it was very surprising because I never thought I would get liver in the US. So this was surprising, and it is beef liver, and when I look at it, it is actually the same kind of liver that I was buying in Kenya, and it is also very cheap. So liver, I can decide to just bake it in the oven or fry. The last time I baked, I think there is something that I missed because I did not get the taste that I was looking for. So this liver is already washed. I had prepared my liver before, and there is something that I would want us to try. Next time when you buy liver, just wash your liver and soak it with baking soda for about 5 minutes. You will be amazed at the results. The liver becomes tender and very soft, so that when you are eating it, it becomes so soft. And for me, I think I love this taste. This taste is not different from the one I know in Kenya. So yeah, so this is a liver. Sometimes I eat my liver with plantain and spinach. Sometimes with what is this called? It's called quinoa. Quinoa is like it's not rice, but it's a grain. It's a seed. Uh, I think it is made in Italy. The one that I have here, and I love to, eat it with my liver. So um, this is how I prepare my liver. You can see it is cutting so well. It is not bloody today because I removed all the blood as I washed it, and also as I soaked it with baking soda. So you can see it's easy to cut also. Sometimes it's not easy to cut your liver. So this liver is actually the cheapest because all this is about $2. So yeah, and this can last me for like six six times of eating a meal. So that's amazing. That's amazing. So I wipe my hands again. And we are almost ending. Do you have a question, Mshira? I think this is the last meat that I am going to cut. I don't love pork, so I bought pork when my daughter is here because she loves pork, and I already have fish in the refrigerator, so I didn't buy fish. So I am good to go. I'm sorry about the economy in Kenya, and it is also the same here. The economy is is bad. Everything is expensive. We are living one day at a time, Mshira, here in America, and I pray that God will have mercy upon all of us because we need Him actually to have mercy. I am praying for rain in Kenya. I am saddened by the call of, I am not going to mention it here because I understand YouTube has got some rules and regulations. So there are some words you cannot mention when you are doing your video. But I am saddened by the development in Kenya. I know what is going on. I have seen many people protesting against it, and I am here to condemn it. And I am here to say that it is wrong and it is not what God wants, because I know that the devil comes to steal, the devil comes to kill, the devil comes to destroy. I am done with my liver. I am also done with my chicken. and I am done with my stew meat. So I just want to place them there in the refrigerator. And yeah, that's all for today. So these ones can go to be washed later. So guys, thank you so much for watching me. Thank you so much, Mshira, for joining me. I don't take it for granted. I thank you so much for your comments. I thank you so much. I will pray for the economy in Kenya. Vitu ni expensive. Vitu hapa pia ni expensive. So we are praying. But what makes it a little bit different here is work is available. Like you cannot stay in the house without going to work. If you have an EAD, what they call here a work permit, you get jobs. You get jobs. It's like people are begging you to go and work. And sometimes you have to say no because you need also to take rest, and you also need to do some things like cooking, like what I am doing today. Today I am not going to work. It's going to be an off day for me, and I have decided to do that because I need my peace, I need my people, I need my life. It's not about making dollars, making dollars, making dollars. We need to be healthy, we need to eat healthy. So, as I said before, I have lost some weight because of stopping sugar and also reducing the intake of my food. Like, I don't eat, like how I used to eat before. Like when I eat my breakfast, I eat one like a brunch. So I have my breakfast and I also have my lunch, and then I have dinner. So that's how I reduce. Instead of having 3 meals in a day, I eat 2 meals in a day. About 12 a.m., I eat my brunch, and then 7 p.m., I eat my dinner, and that's all. So here there is something they call dessert that you eat after you have eaten your food. I am not a lover of sweet things, so you will never find me eating. Okay, ice cream is once in a while. When maybe I have gone to visit, I cannot buy ice cream for myself here. I even some cakes, some cookies. It is when I visit or when I bring something home. So anyway, we are trying to do what we can to make sure we eat healthy. So if you can stop taking sugar, I think that would be your number one step towards losing some weight. And also, if you have time, you can do exercises. By the way, you don't have to walk outside, you can do exercises at home. And even as I am talking, that is something that I will start doing. Like I can start jumping, 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 the way we were jumping, and I lose some calories. I can also dance because I love how to dance. I love to dance. I love to dance. I don't know how to dance, but I love to dance. Anyway, God bless you. Thank you for joining me. I have to say bye bye for now. God bless you. God keep you. May his face shine upon you all the days of your life. Shalom. Bye bye. Thank you, Shiram, for joining me. Bye bye.